What's up, everybody? I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, and we got another round of the Total Chaos NHL Thursday night hockey fight. Last week was a bit of a doozy. Terry Edelman was 4-1. He was crushing stuff. We are missing Detroit Lenny tonight. Nathan S. and Nick Earl. That happened.
No comment, next question.
So before we get started, I want to let everybody know we've got a sponsor for the whole month of March. It's Caesars Sportsbook. You guys definitely want to get hooked up with Caesars. There's a link in the description of this video. If you are a new account and get hooked up with Caesars, use the link below. They're going to match your deposit up to $1,500 when you drop 50 in yourself. So if you put in 50, they'll put in 50. You put in 1,500, they put in 1,500. That's how it works, and that's value. So double up that money. The month of March is going to have so much action. All right, gentlemen. Now for the introductions. Terry Edelman, 4-1 last week, friend, and you crushed your best bet. Well done from Let's Go Wild Picks. How's it going?
Pretty good. The totals for tomorrow's games kind of spoke to me. There's 3 I really like, 2 I'm a little iffy on, but I will have another best bet. There's 1 I really like, so we'll get to that.
Perfect. I love it. All right, Nathan S., how you doing, friend?
Oh man, that 4, 8, and 3, not so good, but heck, we're rolling. Me and Nick had a good night rolling out the model, going period by period in these games, catching teams in a good situation. So we're rolling again. We're gonna make some up. We're gonna make up some wins in this column.
I believe you because you guys are very sharp and you have been, they call it the think tank, people at home. They've got a hockey think tank going on and they are divvying up total by period, divvying up sides by periods. You guys are sharp. So I have faith in you now. Nick Earl. Hi, sugar. You're 0-5 and you're the only one that actually sells picks off the whole show.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
That's fair. Lenny couldn't make it. I think he's probably scared of Terry's action at this point. So, don't say I didn't warn you. I don't know. So here we go. I'm going to go over 5 hockey games that are going down Thursday, March the 3rd. They're going to tell me if they go over or under, and whoever gets the most correct wins. Terry Edelman, you are the champion. You are going to start us off. And we're starting with the Canucks at the Islanders. 5.5 is the total. Is it going over or under?
Well, pretty shocking that I'm taking an Islanders over. The last 5 times Vancouver has gone to New York, 4 went over, 1 went under. In Vancouver's last 8 games, 7 went over, 1 under. In New York Islanders' last 9 games, 6 over, 3 under. So it's screaming over here. Surprisingly, the Islanders, I think of them as an under team, but right now they're an over team. So I'm taking it over.
All right, Nathan S., what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I would agree. I've been talking with Nick a lot, and the Islanders have been an under team all year, and then this road trip started, and we found ourselves betting overs in Islanders games, and there's a reason why. This team is trending over. They're trying to generate more offense. We saw them generate some offense against Colorado last game. The Canucks, meanwhile, they're in a pretty rough fight over there in the Pacific Division, and they're trying to get in the playoffs. And the Canucks, you've seen Canucks games going over too, even though Demko's been standing on his head. So yeah, at a 5.5. You can't bet against 2 teams that are trending over at the same time, especially because their last meeting at the beginning of February went 6-3, so 9, and I'm getting a 5.5, not a 6. I get the 5.5 before it goes to a 6.
Is that fishy to you at all? That all these overs are trending and the line is only a 5.5 and not a 6? Or is this, we filmed this show the night before the games happened, so we're filming on Wednesday. Do you think this number will be up at a 6 by tomorrow?
Judging where the money's going on this one, I would say if you want it right now, the money's juiced towards the under, but I don't get it. I get that the Islanders are coming back, but it's just the way these 2 teams have played. I mean, the Islanders haven't played at home in a while too, so it's just screaming over at me.
All right, Nick Earl, I know the Islanders are your squad. You're super sharp when betting on them. Well, you're super sharp anyway. I don't want to say just when you bet on the Islanders. What do you think about this one? What's going down?
Yeah, they have been trending over as of late, but that's on the road. I've noticed they play a lot different at home when it comes to totals. They're more of an under team. We haven't seen the Islanders go over at in a home game since they played on January 30th against this Minnesota team and went 4-3. Other than that, 4-1, 3-0, 4-1, 3-2. All their overs have been on the road. So I'm going to go with the under here in this spot here, under 5.5.
No!
I can see it. I can see this being a 3-2 game in this spot here. I don't know if I'm going to play this or not. It's not a confident play, but I'm going to ride with the under here with an Islander home game.
Okay. From the Isles fan himself, he's taking it under. The other two are going over. Now we're talking the Edmonton Oilers at the Chicago Blackhawks. The number is 6 on this one. Nathan S., get it rolling.
All right, so Edmonton Oilers, they are off a fresh 3-0 shutout. I mean, Koskinen stood on his head. I'm assuming there's no confirmed goalies yet in this one, but I'm assuming we're going to get a big matchup with two pretty decent goalkeepers at the point in time. We're getting Marc-Andre Fleury versus Koskinen. So this game, if it's those two in net, I like the under 6. I think it's going to scream under. I think we get two guys that go out there and stand on their head, and the Blackhawks have had rest, so they've had time to get healthy and get better on defense. I know they had a 13-point, I believe it was a 13-point game the other night, against the Devils, and then they got shut out by the Blues, so they got time to get it right and figure it out on defense. So I think this one goes under the 6, especially if we get those two in net.
All right, Nick Earl, what's your take on this one?
Yeah, I'm going to ride with the under in this one as well. This does have a push feel to it because I could easily see this being 4-2. Like, I would lean towards Edmonton team total over, but I like the under in this game, if this makes sense, because Mikko Koskinen has been playing amazing the last few games, and I think he can continue that against a Chicago team that doesn't really do too much on offense. Their numbers have been not great lately. I think they've gone under 3 expected goals in 8 of their last 10 games or something along those lines. So I'm going to go with the under in this game. I'm seeing this as a 4-1 type of win for the Oilers.
All right. I like it when you guys call the score. Terry Edelman, what's your take?
We're all agreeing in this game.
Beautiful.
Edmonton going to Chicago. 6 of the last 7 went under. Fleury, if he starts, 6 out of the last 8 went under, 1 over, 1 landed on 6. This is a huge this match. Goalies are important. So if it is Fleury and Koskinen, I like the under. If for some reason Fleury doesn't play, I would not recommend betting the under anymore.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
However,
yes.
For the purposes of this show,
yes, I have to give a pick, so I'm giving under because I'm assuming Fleury will be in net. But if not,
if you guys would like to know if Fleury is in fact in net or not, check out Game Time Decision tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern with Detroit Lenny and our 2 favorite knuckleheads, Nick and Tim Earl from Earl Sports Bets. They're going to go over who's in net and who's on the basketball court. 6 p.m. Eastern Game Time Decision. Let's go. Shameless self-promotion. The Montreal Canadiens, Les Habitants, are taking on the Calgary Flames. The total was 6. Nick Earl, lay it on me, baby.
We're gonna go under in this game. I like the way Montreal's been playing defensively as of late since their new head coach Martin St. Louis has taken over. They were on a nice little 5-game winning streak, and then they traded 4 goals, and then Winnipeg scored 4 goals and an absolute outburst in their last game. I think they go back to playing that defensive hockey. Samuel Montembeault's looked pretty decent in net, so I'm gonna go under in this game.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I just did a thing with my screen. Okay. Terry Edelman, what do you got on this one?
This one was a toughie. I could see this going. I actually think this could be the 4-2. I think this could land a 4-2. I think it could be a push. I'm going to go with the over. Calgary's offense has been crazy lately. Montreal, yes, they played a bit better, but I think we saw last game. I think we saw the real Montreal. They could not stop Winnipeg, and they did find the back of the net themselves. But they're dead last in goals for on the road, averaging 4 goals a game allowed. So I'll take the over 6 here.
All right. I like it. Be the tiebreaker, Nathan S. Over or under?
I'm going to ride with Terry on this one on the over. The Canadiens have figured it out on offense, and they have played great defense at home. On the road, however, they are, like you saw their last game, they gave up a ton of goals to the Jets. They have been scoring more than we've seen the Canadiens score, so they're going to contribute. We know the Flames are one of the hottest teams in hockey right now, and I'll even give something out that ahead of time. The Flames have been slamming the door shut on teams and winning the third period. Meanwhile, the Canadiens have yet to score in the third period under their new head coach on the road. So do with that what you will. But yeah, that's one there, and I expect the Flames to take over that third period and go over.
I love that. My other one with the Flames has been first period over, or like Flames first period over 1.5 has been cashing quite a bit. That's a very popular pick. All right, Nick Earl, this is the pick I love that you gave in our free pick videos today. It wasn't on the total, it was on the side, but we are talking the Colorado Avalanche at the Arizona Coyotes. Who goes next? I think it's Terry. Terry, go. What you got?
Another toughie. This one was tough as well. I'm going over 6.5. The Coyotes, they're just not a good team. Colorado, on the other hand, is a good team. The numbers are pretty. Both teams are kind of trending towards the over right now. And in past meetings, it's been kind of even. Everything's been kind of even. So 6 or 7 goals. I think it'll be close here, but I think it does go over 6.5.
All right, Nick Earl, what's your read here?
Yeah, I'm gonna take this over 6.5 as well. And that's because I have a feeling that we could see in this game Colorado maybe play a little bit of catch up. I gave out the free pick Arizona plus 2.5 at -125. I'm probably going to sprinkle the plus 1.5 at plus money and potentially the money line as well. With the Arizona Coyotes, this is a look ahead spot for the Avs. They play the Flames next. And I think that this is a spot here where we could see the Yotes score 3 and force the Avalanche to have to score as well. So I think this is an interesting game. It might be like 4-3, something along those lines. I think it does go over.
All right. Last one in the party, Nathan S. Over or under?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the over. The main reason why this is the first confirmed goalie we have on this slate for the show right now, and that is Vejmelka. The last time he played was in the middle of February. He's had a hot minute off while Scott Wedgwood's been back and healthy and playing in net. And I do think the Yotes contribute here, as Nick was saying earlier. He gave out the plus 2.5. I think they contribute, and I think that pushes it over. So looks like we're all three going to agree here.
I love it. And then Nick Earl did like the Coyotes plus 2.5 at a -125. I love this play. This was a free pick video we did. So get it, boo. Get it. I'm going to bet on that as soon as I can. I got to find the book that offers it.
Yeah.
My normal book does not. So last game for the round, we've got the Boston Bruins at the Vegas Golden Knights. Nicholas, what do you say? 5.5.
It's 5.5. Yeah, I'm going to take this game under the total here. We've seen both these teams trend towards the under as of late, especially in expected goals. The last 3 games for Boston, the highest they've hit was a 4.24 for an expected total. And Vegas has gone under that in 7 straight, the 5.5. So this is a spot here where I can see this being a lower scoring game. Maybe a first period over, but a full game under is a potential look as well. But because I can see this being 1-1, 2-0 at the end of the first, and then it finishes 3-2 like Vegas has been doing lately. So I like under 5.5.
Is Vegas over that whole we get a big lead and then we get over it and we give it up in the third period thing that we were on there?
I don't trust. I don't know if I would trust Vegas full game right now. If you're betting Vegas, take them in the first period. That's been something that Nathan and I have been on a decent amount recently.
In the last 10, there's been 3 or 4 games where we've bet Vegas first period and the other team money line pregame. Vegas has won the first period, and we've cashed both tickets.
Or live bet them. You can get a much better price if they're down.
Yeah.
I love that. I was trying to live bet hockey. Like I remember during the playoffs, I could take in-game puck lines. but I can't right now for whatever reason. Or maybe I just switched books and I don't remember. But like I remember being the in-game puck lines to get 2.5 at plus money and things like that. I can't do it on the book I'm on now. Anyway, Nathan, sorry. Go ahead. What's your pick?
But no, this game, it's close because the Bruins have been on this long road trip, and we saw them give up 4 in the first period against the Ducks. Oh man, I guess they're both trending under. I'm gonna go with the under, but I could, depending on the goalie and how the Bruins play, they've been on this long road trip. I could see this game soaring over with them being sloppy. But I'm gonna ride with the under. Both these teams have been playing under hockey. I'm not exactly thrilled with this Bruins offense. Um, Vegas has a pretty good defense. I think it should hold up all their injuries, especially with Passaretti. They're on the offensive side. But I'm going to go under the 5.5. I think this is a 3-2 or 4-1 kind of game, depending on how the Bruins decide to play.
All right. Terry Edelman, the champion of Total Chaos. What say thee, sir?
This is also my best bet.
Woo!
Save this for last year. 2 of Vegas's last 8 games have gone over. 3 of Boston's last 9 games have gone over. Both these teams are heavily trending towards the under. I think it stays that way. I'm going under as my best bet. Also, I think the final score, I think Nathan is correct. It's going to be 3-2, and I would not be shocked to see overtime in this game. So if you are interested in betting the draw, you can usually get that at like plus 300, plus 325, depending. So a little sprinkle on that. But yeah, I like this game to go under.
So draw in regulation?
Yeah. It's a three-way money line draw. And usually it's about
three-way money line draw. It has to be in regulation, obviously, because they're going to play that damn game. Okay. 3. I just want to make sure. Okay, way money line draw. Okay, got it. Okay, guys. So that wraps that up. We're going to do some recapping. So if you just joined us, don't worry. We're going to go through everything again like we do. But I got to remind everybody, first of all, to like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. That way you're never missing one of our free shows, Total Chaos, Morning Wood, the Earl Sports Bet Show, all of it. We got a ton of stuff. You guys don't want to miss any of it. Again, these games are going down Thursday night, Thursday, March the 3rd. Let's meet our cappers real quick. The champ, Terry Edelman. What do you got going on outside of the Total Chaos ring?
Getting wild with Terry and friends every day, 5 p.m. Nathan comes on when he can. Nick is on almost every day. Things have been going well there. Just hit 200 subscribers. So feeling pretty good about that. And yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. Nathan S., what do you got going on in your world?
We're building model versions and honing it in. I feel like we just finally started picking up wind with it. We've actually really started seeing results, and it's exciting. I'm trying to get the seasonal model that's more in depth updated to a monthly version so that we can catch teams on a streak and compare it to what they've been doing throughout the season. But it's been great, and thanks for having me again.
Yeah, of course. You're always welcome on the show. Nicholas Earl, what's happening from Earl Sports Bets? Find him at Bets Earl or at picksandparlays.net. What do you got going on?
Yeah, the Earl Sports Bet Show every single morning, anywhere between 10 and 11 a.m. We go over all the hockey and the NBA games. I believe for the first couple rounds of the tournament, we're going to be doing nightly shows for the March Madness tournament. Tim and I just were talking about that today, so there's a little bit of a wink. We're going to probably have nightly shows for the round of 64 and 32 for the March Madness tournament, so that should be a lot of fun as well. But yeah, we're just continuing at ESB there.
I love it. All right. Well, let me know if you need a little guest person. I do dabble in the college hoops from time to time. Also, check out Earl Sports on TikTok. They are crushing their TikTok game as well. And Detroit Lenny, though he was too scared to be here today, he's got a TikTok. Find him at Picks and Parlays on TikTok as well. Good times there. Don't forget, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and check out the description of this video to get yourself hooked up with Caesars Sportsbook. Deposit match up to $1,500 for all new accounts. So you don't want to miss out on that. All right, let's recap it, gentlemen. We've got the Canucks at the Islanders. It's 5.5. Terry and Nathan are over, but Nick is going under. The Oilers at the Blackhawks is a 6, and we all agree it's going under. A little hat trick for you. Nick Earl also likes the Edmonton team total to go over, so keep an eye out for that. Montreal Canadiens are at the Calgary Flames. The number is 6. Nick is going under. Terry and Nathan take it over, and Nathan really likes the Flames in the third period. The Canadiens stink in the first period. They don't score. The Flames do. Rock that, all right? Also, I like the Flames over first period. That's part of what I do. Colorado Avalanche are at the Arizona Coyotes. 6.5 is the number, and they're all taking it over. Also, bonus pick, Nick Earl likes the Coyotes plus 2.5 goals at -125. We're thinking the Avs are in a bit of a look-ahead spot here, and they don't necessarily need to smash the Coyotes that bad. Boston Bruins are at my Vegas Golden Knights. The total is 5.5, and they're all taking it under unless what? What happens? Something has to happen.
Unless Smith isn't. Oh, no. Yeah. No, that's the different game.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's the Chicago game we don't.
If Marc-Andre Fleury's in, that's why, because I Vegas and I flurried, and that's how I rolled. Okay, so under for the Bruins, but just because we talked about that, let's bring it up again. In the Oilers at the Blackhawks game, the total is 6. They're all taking it under, assuming Marc-Andre Fleury is in net for the Blackhawks. If he's not, we're going over, right? Or just lay off.
We're just staying off.
Yeah, stay off.
Okay. I just wanted to clear that up for our viewers in case you're like, what the just happened there? Okay. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for coming on the show. As always, may the best cap win.